You ever notice how right when things are going well, your brain suddenly finds something to worry about? You got the promotion, but now you're stressed about living up to it. You're in a great relationship, but you're anxious it won't last. You finally have some free time, and instead of enjoying it, you feel guilty for not being productive. Here's the truth nobody talks about. Your brain is literally designed to sabotage your happiness. And I'm not being dramatic. There's actual neuroscience behind this. So if you've ever wondered why you can't just be happy when everything is going right, stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what your brain is doing to you, and more importantly, how to stop it. Let's start with the biggest culprit, negativity bias. Your brain is hardwired to focus on the negative. Scientists have proven this over and over again. You could get 10 compliments and 1 criticism, and guess which one you're thinking about at 2 a.m.? The criticism, every single time. And here's why. Your ancestors who ignored the rustling in the bushes, they got eaten by tigers. The ones who freaked out over every little threat, they survived and passed on their genes to you. So congratulations, you inherited an overprotective brain that treats an awkward text message like a life or death situation. Your brain isn't trying to make you happy, it's trying to keep you alive. And those two things, they're not the same. Here's where it gets worse. There's something called hedonic adaptation, and it's basically your brain's way of making sure you never stay satisfied. You know how amazing it felt when you got your first car? That rush of freedom? Now it's just the thing that needs gas and has that weird noise you keep ignoring. You were over the moon when you moved into your apartment, now you don't even notice it unless something's broken. This is hedonic adaptation. Your brain gets used to good things so fast that they become invisible. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. You're running and running toward happiness, but you never actually get there because the finish line keeps moving. You think, I'll be happy when I get the job, the house, the relationship. And then you get it, and 2 months later, you're back to baseline, looking for the next thing. It's exhausting. And let's talk about comparison. Oh man, this is where your brain really goes rogue. You're doing fine until you see your high school classmate just bought a house. Suddenly, your apartment feels like a shoebox. You were happy with your salary until you found out your coworker makes $5,000 more. Now you feel underpaid. Your brain is constantly comparing you to everyone around you. And thanks to social media, everyone around you now includes millions of people showing their highlight reels. You're comparing your messy Tuesday to someone else's perfect Instagram post. And your brain doesn't know the difference. It just sees they have more, you have less. They're winning, you're losing. And just like that, your happiness is gone. Here's another way your brain sabotages you. It's terrible at predicting what will actually make you happy. There's research on this called affective forecasting, and we are bad at it. You think that vacation will change your life, that new phone will make everything better, that if you just lose 20 pounds, you'll finally be confident. And then you get those things and realize, oh, I'm still me. I still have the same problems, the same insecurities, because stuff doesn't fix internal issues, but your brain keeps telling you it will. It's like a con artist selling you the same broken promises over and over. Let's talk about something even sneakier, the spotlight effect. Your brain makes you think everyone is watching you and judging you constantly. You spill coffee on your shirt and you're convinced everyone at work noticed. You said something awkward in a meeting and you think about it for 3 days straight. Here's the reality. Nobody's thinking about you that much. They're too busy worrying about their own coffee stains. But your brain doesn't care about reality. It makes you the star of a show nobody else is watching. And that constant self-consciousness, it kills your ability to just relax and be happy in the moment. Now here's where your brain gets really cruel. It loves to catastrophize. One thing goes wrong and your brain jumps to the worst possible outcome. You sent an email to your boss and she hasn't responded in 2 hours. Clearly you're getting fired. Your partner seems quiet tonight. Obviously the relationship is over. Your brain takes tiny pieces of uncertainty and builds entire disaster movies around them. Psychologists call this catastrophic thinking, and it's one of the main drivers of anxiety. Your brain is basically a Hollywood director specializing in worst-case scenarios, and you're forced to watch every single one. Then there's rumination. This is when your brain takes a past mistake or embarrassment and plays it on repeat over and over and over. You said something dumb at a party 3 years ago? Your brain's got that memory queued up and ready to go at random moments. You're trying to fall asleep? Perfect time to remember every cringy thing you've ever done. This isn't helping you. It's not productive, but your brain doesn't care. It's stuck in a loop and it's dragging your mood down with it. Studies show that rumination is one of the biggest predictors of depression. Your brain literally makes you sadder by forcing you to relive your lowlights. Let's not forget about the negativity of loss aversion. Your brain hates losing more than it loves winning. Losing $20 feels worse than finding $20 feels good. This is why breakups hurt so much even when the relationship was toxic, why you hold on to a job you hate because you're scared of losing the security. Your brain would rather keep you miserable and safe than happy and uncertain. It's not logical, but it's how we're wired. And here's maybe the most frustrating part. Your brain resists the present moment. You're always thinking about what's next, planning, worrying, replaying. You're at dinner with friends, but mentally you're already stressing about tomorrow's meeting. You're on vacation, but you're thinking about the emails piling up. Your brain is so busy time traveling that it misses the only moment you actually have, right now. And that's where happiness lives, not in the past or the future, right here. But your brain won't let you stay here. So what do you do about all this? How do you stop your brain from sabotaging your happiness? First, you got to recognize what's happening. Awareness is huge. When you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, pause and ask, is my brain doing that thing again? Is it catastrophizing, comparing, ruminating? Just naming it takes away some of its power. Second, practice gratitude. I know, it sounds cheesy, but it works. Your brain is wired to focus on what's wrong. Gratitude forces it to focus on what's right. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Your coffee was good. Your friend texted you. You didn't hit traffic. Small stuff. Over time, you're literally rewiring your brain to notice the positive. Second, limit comparisons, especially on social media. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Remember, you're comparing your reality to someone else's carefully curated fiction. It's not a fair fight. Focus on your own progress. Compare yourself to who you were last year, not to someone else's highlight reel. Third, challenge your catastrophic thoughts. When your brain jumps to the worst-case scenario, ask yourself, what's the evidence for this? What's more likely to actually happen? Most of the disasters your brain invents never come true. Don't let your imagination run wild without fact-checking it. Fifth, stay present. Meditation, mindfulness, whatever you want to call it. The goal is simple. Be here now. When your mind wanders to the past or future, gently bring it back. Notice what you're seeing, hearing, feeling right now. This moment is all you got. Don't let your brain steal it from you. And finally, be kind to yourself. Your brain isn't the enemy. It's trying to protect you. It's just using outdated software for a modern world. You don't need to fight your brain. You just need to understand it, work with it, and teach it that it's okay to relax, that you're safe, that happiness isn't dangerous. Your brain will always have a negativity bias. It will always adapt to good things. It will always try to protect you by worrying. But you don't have to let it run the show. You can notice what it's doing, thank it for trying to help, and choose a different response. You can train your brain to be a little less paranoid and a little more present. It takes practice, but it's worth it. Because here's the truth. Happiness isn't something you find when everything's perfect. It's something you create in spite of your brain's best efforts to mess it up. So stop waiting for your brain to give you permission to be happy. It never will. Take control. Notice the good. Stay present. Be grateful. And watch how everything starts to shift. Your brain loves to sabotage your happiness, but now you know the tricks. And knowledge? That's power. Use it.